Alrighty, hi. It's been a while. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded a new fusion in literally 9 months, but I've been procrastinating. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been procrastinating. I've had no motivation whatsoever to make a new one, but wow, here I am. I did end up going through a lot of comments trying to find the next fusion that I wanted to do. I did end up doing a fusion that I was going to post, but I really didn't like the outcome of it. It was suggested by Astrid Alessi. It was for Kyoko Kirigiri and Maki Harukawa. I did draw it and record it and everything, but in the end I didn't really like how it came out. I didn't really want to put it out because I was like, hey, this looks pretty shitty. Just keep in mind that I probably will end up doing another one, so if you guys want to submit more, go ahead and do that or whatever. And they don't have to be limited to Danganronpa, you can do whatever. I'll see if I'm like, hey, maybe I can do that. Okay, so the characters that I decided to fuse this time were Kaede Akamatsu and Ibuki Mioda. The person who suggested this, let me go check it, double check, excuse my clicking. Jesus Christ. The person who suggested this was Alberte Burke, I think. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but yeah. They suggested Kaede, Ibuki, and Sayaka, and I was going to originally do all three of them, but in the end I was just, Ibuki has a lot going for her. She's got very detailed character design, and I feel like mashing all three of them together would be a lot going on, so I didn't. It took me a little bit to actually get the face down, because I haven't drawn something like this in a while. The last thing that I drew on my computer was for a fucking school project that took out my heart and soul, so I ended up redoing the face in the beginning. And my style has changed a little bit. I haven't really been doing harsh outlines, so you'll see later in the video that I didn't give it solid line work. I just did what I usually do now, is just use the marker tool and fill it in that way. But yeah, anyways, I decided to keep the little cones in from Ibuki's hair and keep them in for the fusion. And it took me a little while to plan out a hairstyle. I didn't finish it here, I finish it later. But the hairstyle that I chose was a little tricky because I wanted to incorporate both their hairstyles, and both of them are a little unique and have a lot going on at the top of them and not as much as the bottom. So I kind of gave them Kaede's mini a hoge or whatever, not a heigo. Don't bring your hentai shit into here. I gave them a piercing on the lip, even though Ibuki has like a million piercings. I only wanted to give them one because I knew that this character was already going to be really complex. It took me a while to get down what kind of shirt design that I wanted to get, since they both have schoolgirl uniforms, but did I just say girl? Yeah, I did. They both have schoolgirl uniforms, and they're both different design, but I wanted to mix them together, obviously. I gave her like a 2-layered skirt, since one of their skirts is shorter than the other, and I wanted to just give her like a little tutu or whatever. I decided to layer up a lot on the arms, the arm area, so they have the normal schoolgirl t-shirt, and then there's like a long sleeve shirt under it, and then there's like Ibuki's bracelet and arm warmer thingy, whatever. I did give the black nail polish because why the fuck not? I sound really nasally today, Jesus fuck. Anyways, I haven't gotten any better at legs, or feet, really. I've developed a new strategy in trying to draw feet, but I'm still not that satisfied with it, so fuck feet at this point. I've gotten decent at drawing hands, I think. Not extremely good. So Ibuki has really long hair, Kaede has shorter hair, so I kinda gave it medium length hair. It's more on Kaede's side of the hair spectrum. You can see that I just skipped forward and did the quote-unquote line work again. Also, you can see that I'm using a different kind of technique to figure out the design that I want to go for in colors. I use basically the same thing, which was just mashing the two colors together. Like for the skin tones, Kaede is more pink and Ibuki is a more pale skin tone, so it's kind of a mix between them. So what I did is I layered both reference pictures of them on top of each other and kind of color picked from there. For the hair, I wanted to give keep Kaede's blonde hair. I had a little bit of difficulty coming up with the hair, but I think it looks cute in the end, in my opinion. So I kept Kaede's blonde hair, and since Ibuki has darker hair, but she does have the highlights in her hair, so I did go and pick out the pink that is used a lot, and cyan, blue, muted blue kind of color. And I kind of just threw them in there in the same areas that Ibuki has them, so like in her bangs and in the back of her hair. I contemplated giving like the light white color. In the end I did give it to her, but I wasn't so sure about it since it didn't really show up that well, but it's just a small detail. But yeah, I gave her Ibuki's hair colored eyebrows because why not? I wanted to incorporate that somehow, even though it's all over the rest of the design. I matched their eye colors together, which is like a muted purple, more like Kaede's eye color, since they both have pinky purple eyes. Yeah. I colored in the irises, and then I started to work on the clothing, which I had a lot of difficulty in. Color choice wise, I'm still not completely satisfied with the color choice, but whatever. So Danganronpa characters, when they use white, they use a lot of different varieties of white. Like, it isn't just a solid one, like the background canvas. So it's like muted grays, purples, blues, and that's kind of a staple of the art style. There isn't a solid white, as far as I know, in the series on any of the character designs. So I ended up giving them this kind of bow in the front instead of the loose one that Ibuki has, or the tie that Kaede has. I don't know what I was going for there, kind of just mixed them up. Back to the whites. You can see that for the main color of the shirt, I kind of mixed Kaede's shirt and Ibuki's shirt, mixed those colors together and gave it that. But then I wanted to use Ibuki's color shirt from underneath her main school uniform and give that to the sleeves, so it kind of looks a little odd since it's two different types of whites. So you could just change it to one color if you do want to draw this character or whatever, or something, I don't know. That's what I decided to do. I found that Ibuki's belt and the bottom of Kaede's vest matched up really nice, so I decided to just combine those together. And I experimented here with like changing the underarm cloth color to the main color of Kaede's vest, but in the end I didn't. I think during this time of recording I got a bloody nose, so I have to go and leave, so it kind of just freezes up for a little bit, but I was fine. I get bloody noses all the time. Again, I just used the technique of mashing together the sprites and trying to find like a middle color. Both of them are really dark skirts, so I tried to mix those together. It came out into like a dark purple. It definitely doesn't show as much of the green or dark green that Ibuki has. For a while I contemplated putting the rips in the stockings, but in the end I didn't. I made them a little short, kind of like a mid point between Ibuki's thigh highs and Kaede's knee highs. Well, shin highs? What are those called? I don't know. Again, not any better at drawing shoes, or anything for that matter. My style hasn't really changed that much, but I think my anatomy has gotten a little better. I still suck ass at drawing legs, if you can't tell. But yeah, for the body type, since Ibuki is definitely skinnier than Kaede, I tried to get an in-between for the two. It's definitely more of Kaede's body type than Ibuki's, so, because body type variety is a pain in the ass to master, as I have learned after a while. Sorry if the audio is moving around a lot. I like to move around a lot because I'm impatient and I have ADHD. Added more stripes. I put stars in the background, just to highlight a few more things, like the highlights in the hair. Wow, great word choice, Zoe. I added the stereotypical Danganronpa hair shine. I did kind of want to add Kaede's hair clips somewhere, but I couldn't figure out a place to put them because I felt like the hair was already really busy, so I decided against it. In the background, I just added I put a luminosity layer over the stars and decided to just put some music note kind of things that are on Kaede's skirt. I'm blanking out on the name of them. Oh wow. But yeah, I decided to add a lot of those in the background, then in the end I ended up like muting them down, because luminosity, wow, fancy artsy stuff. I'm not good at it. I added like a little bit of shading, not really, just to the top and the bottom, and that was basically it. I think that she's waifu material. She is waifu material, sure, why not? I like how this fusion came out. I think they're really cute. See ya.